When you start accepting defeat just because your team played well, big clubs stop being big club. No matter what Jackson does, he is not qualified. Victor Osimhen and Chelsea are still in talks. Yes, guys, welcome back to KMV, the number one Chelsea fan. Yes, Enzo Maresca made it clear to us after Chelsea got defeated at the bridge 2-0. He made it clear that Raheem Sterling and some other Chelsea players will leave Chelsea before this transfer window close. Now, we are going to talk about players like Victor Osimhen, Ivan Toney, Joao Felix, Conor Gallagher, the latest update on these guys, and as well some rumors and speculations that is circulating around Chelsea, which we need to talk about it properly. But before we go into that, I am disappointed with some of you Chelsea fans. I can't believe you guys have accepted such attitude. I can't believe this is how you guys have now become. How on earth are you guys celebrating a defeat just because those players put on an impressive performance? How on earth is that something we should be celebrating? We got beaten at our own home. Don't get me wrong. I gave credit to some of those players who did well. For example, Romeo Lavia, who after a long time being injured, his comeback was massive. I gave credit to those players who deserved it. But you will never see me celebrating a defeat, no matter how good the performance was. Just like Jose Mourinho said, when you start accepting defeat just because your team played well and your players gave it all their best, I think when you are used to it, big clubs stop being big clubs. You see, Chelsea, they should remove Chelsea from Premier League top 6. We are not included in that conversation anymore. They should change that name from Chelsea to something else, because the Chelsea which I used to know has fallen. This is not Chelsea. How on earth are we celebrating? Like, Chelsea fans, reason with me. Why you go to celebrate defeat? Yes, the performance from the first half was something to talk about. It was positive, good result, high pressing, but still, we got defeated. We got defeated. And now, Todd Bowley left before the match even finished. And I was there, busy watching the match. Jobless youth. This is what we are right now, according to Todd Bowley. Even though, as a passionate Chelsea fan, I still could not stop watching Chelsea despite the result. And I believe at this point we should be clear to ourselves that we know our problems. We know what we should do in order to make our team a better team. We know how we can improve our squad. We know those various areas that are still lacking. Yet, I can't believe we are still not doing anything. We know fully well that at that forward, that striking position, no matter what Jackson does, he is not qualified to be Chelsea's number one striker. Jackson is nowhere near. Just look at Erling Haaland. Look at that pass. Look at how he composed himself. Look at the manner and the way he used to play and score, even when we had Marco Corella and Cole Will in between him. Yet, he scored. 3 players against 1. He scored. Do you think Jackson is at that level to take on defenders and score us those goals we are expecting? For me, no. So, why on earth are we not making Victor Osimhen's deal done? Why are we still hesitating? What if this guy signs for another club? Who else go sign for Chelsea? I don't understand why we are still holding ourselves back. Don't get angry with how I record this video. Honestly, when I found out some certain things about how we reacted to that match, I was angry and I just had to express myself fully. Now, according to Fabrizio Romano, Victor Osimhen and Chelsea are still in talks. But Chelsea, as of now, see Osimhen to be a loan deal. Like, Chelsea will only accept Osimhen if Victor Osimhen accepts to join Chelsea on a loan move with an option to buy, not obligation to buy. And according to Osimhen, He will only leave if it's a permanent move. So tell me, do you think Chelsea really wants this guy? Do you think Chelsea are really hoping to progress? Do you think Chelsea wish themselves success? Personally, no. They just want to play with our feelings, make their money. They don't care what is happening at the club, because there is no way on earth you will explain to me that we have signed under 16 players for 60 million pounds, 70 million pounds, and yet we are unable to get someone who, if at all he should join, definitely we can't be expecting something better. Definitely we can score goals, we can convert our chances. What is the problem? Why? Tell me. Give me one reason. Maybe I don't know, but explain to me. I don't understand. And again, according to Fabrizio Romano, let me read out what Fabrizio had to say from last night. According to Fabrizio Romano on Raheem Sterling, he said, Raheem Sterling is not desperate to leave Chelsea, but Chelsea will be in contact with him to understand how to handle the situation. The message looks clear. Chelsea are looking for solution for Stanley. Remember, he is on a big salary with 3 years left, so he needs to be discussed. Honestly, I am happy hearing such news. I know Stanley is a big game player, most especially against Manchester City. I was surprised not to see Stanley even on the bench, talk less of being a substitute. Why? Well, they already had this plan in mind to sell Stanley. Just like I said, most of those players who we never thought will leave, they will definitely leave. But I don't think Raheem Stanley is one of those players who I never thought of him leaving. I already knew Stanley should, like, I wanted Stanley to leave. This guy, the money with him they earn for Chelsea too big. Him no they do anything to help the squad. You get? I think Enzo Maresca on this one, or more, I support you, Maresca. Stanley has done well for Chelsea. Him don't help Chelsea. Don't get me wrong. But for what we paid him for, he hasn't done anything yet. You get? So Stanley is one of those players who you should watch out as he departs, because him will depart Chelsea any moment from now. Also, according to Fabrizio Romano on Victor Osimhen, he said, as of today, Chelsea still sees Victor Osimhen as a loan opportunity. As we know, the player will only go with obligation. So let's see if Chelsea can find a way, and if other clubs jump into the race. Story remains open. Other clubs can jump into Victor Osimhen's race. Chelsea might still not sign this guy. Well, if Chelsea doesn't sign Osimhen, I believe there are other strikers still available, top strikers who Chelsea can still make a move. And I can recommend one. Who is that? Let's find out. That person is no other but Ivan Toney. According to Fabrizio Romano last night, Al Hilal remains in talk to sign Ivan Toney after 35 million pounds bid rejected by Brentford last week. Negotiations ongoing, both players and club side still waiting for Toney and his family's decision. As exclusively revealed, 35 million for Ivan Toney. Now, between Ivan Toney and Nicholas Jackson, who is better? Just let me know in the comment section. I would love to know what you think about these two guys. Who is more clinical? Who is more creative? Who do you think on one pass he will finish? Personally, you all already know. I think it's Toney. Jackson, or more. Jackson not be striker. Let's be honest. Jackson is not a striker. I think he's a winger or maybe a midfielder. He's not a striker. I was disappointed with what I saw from that game against City. The same things we have been seeing last season. The same mistakes under Pochettino we saw from that same game against Manchester City under Enzo Maresca. It will be the same things happening throughout the season if we don't do the needful. Most of you be like, KMV, you talk too much, make the video short. How do you expect me to make things like this short? How do you expect me to make things like this short? Come on. We need things to happen at the club. They need to get their ass working. Come on, Todd Bowley. What is your aim at this club? Do you want to finish a club? What are your plans? Let us know, the fans. We are tired. We can't start the season with such mind. Joao Felix coming to Chelsea to do what? We signed Jules Hall. Why? I don't know. See the signings that doesn't even make sense. We went in for them. The things that really matters, we are static. We are not moving. We are not even talking. We are giving conditions as if we are in a better position to make the deal happen. Osimhen matter. Now Chelsea supposed to back Osimhen at this point. You get? We supposed back Osimhen to join us. Sterling earning 300,000 pounds per week. Osimhen they earn less, yet we cannot pay it. Well, respect to Chelsea Football Club. See how they sweat. Now just love. I love Chelsea. I want to make Chelsea succeed. This club too, they hurt me. Let's see how it goes. It's a new week, Monday. I pray these 2 weeks that are left before the window closes, Chelsea will make a huge move. Something that will touch us, the fans. Not negatively, but positively. I would love to know your opinions, your contributions, and your corrections in the comment section. And if you watch and enjoy this video, please support my channel by clicking that subscription button. Share this video because I am #1 Chelsea fan.